my crafty creatures, thank you for tuning into this video. I know you noticed my background, it looks a little bit different than last time. I bought a bunch of things and I haven't quite put them up yet, so I just kind of have them back there in the corner to kind of get them out of the way for when I'm working on things. But I wanted to show you guys how I made this infinity scarf, and if you want to see how I made it, just stay tuned to the video. So this is the fabric that I chose to use for my scarf. It is a silky fabric, it's lightweight, and it's polyester. I found that this works the best. It keeps it lightweight and not too warm for me, but you can use just about any fabric you want, even some knit fabrics. But the size of this fabric is about 54 inches by 1 yard, and I found that this works best for me. So to get started, you'll want to start by folding it the long ways, so whatever side ends up being your longest length, you'll want to sew that one first. And you'll just do a straight stitch, and if you're using knit fabric, you'll use a zigzag stitch, and you'll just go straight along the edge about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch away from the edge. Now that the longest side is sewn together, you'll want to flip it so that it's folded in half, and you'll want to have the right sides together. You have to make sure that you are paying attention to where the seams are, because you don't want it to get twisted while you're sewing it together. And when you're sewing it together, you'll want to make sure you're using the same stitching as before, either 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch away from the edge, and use a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch depending on what fabric you're using. Then you'll just sew until you get back to your beginning, but you want to make sure that you leave about a 3 inch to 4 inch hole so that you can flip it right side out. Now that I have my opening, I'm just going to stick my hand through there and just grab at some part of the scarf somewhere in there, and then I'm just going to pull it so that everything's right side out, and then you can close it up. The way I tend to do this is I'll just fold it so that the seam lays flat, and then I'll run it through the sewing machine. But if you want to, you can choose to hand sew it together, and that will give you a nice clean look, and you won't be able to tell where the seam was. At this point, the scarf is pretty much done. The only thing I would suggest maybe doing is pressing out the seams, but you can also get that same effect by just washing the scarf. And here's what it looks like on, and I really like it, and it matches just about everything that I can possibly think to wear. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it was very helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!